I will leave Islam today, right now, this second, the minute someone can find me a contradiction in the Quran.
They're always so confident like it can't be done, but in this video, we're going to show not just one, but 5. The first one is a classic. Who was the first Muslim according to the Quran? Because Surah 6:14 says it was Muhammad who was the first to submit. But Surah 7:143 has Moses being the first of the believers. But Surah 26:51 has the Egyptians being the first to believe. But we got to go back even further than that because Surah 2:131 has Abraham being the one who submits himself to Allah. But we all know that Adam is actually a Muslim too, so really he was the first one to submit himself. And that's of course why it's a contradiction. Now the next one I find really interesting. You see, Surah 32:3 says that Muhammad is a warner to a people who have never been warned before. The problem is that the Quran already said that Ishmael was a messenger and a prophet, and he actually did things to teach people how to follow God. So how can Muhammad be of the line of Ishmael when he's from a people that have never had a prophet? When according to the Quran, the Ishmaelites already had one, Ishmael. The easy answer, of course, is that Muhammad is not an Ishmaelite, but a Muslim's not going to accept that, which makes this a contradiction. This next one I just thought was interesting. According to Surah 2:221, Muslims aren't allowed to marry idolatrous women, those who are polytheistic, right, worshiping false gods. Surah 9:30, really Surah 9:27 through 33, condemns Christians and Jews for worshiping, Ezra as the son of Allah and Jesus as the son of Allah. And in context, we can look at verse 27 and verse 33 to see that they are talking about polytheism. They are connecting that to the Jews and the Christians, which would make them idolatrous in the eyes of Muslims. Yet in Surah 5:5, it's permissible for Muslims to marry those given of the scriptures before you, the Jews and the Christians. This would be a contradiction. It says you can't marry idolatrous women. It calls Jews and Christians idolatrous, and yet you're still allowed to marry them. Contradiction. The next two are actually contradictions between different versions of the Arabic Qurans. One example is in Surah 37:12, where in the Hafs Quran, it says that you wonder while they mock, referring to the Prophet, where in the Khalaf version, it says, but I wonder while they mock, referring to Allah. Contradiction. Direct contradiction between the two versions. Another example is in Surah 2:125. In the Hafs version, it says, you shall take, referring to the standing place of Abraham as a place for prayer. But in the Warsh version, it says, they have taken the place of Abraham. This is clearly a contradiction. You can't do something in the future and the past at the same time. So there we have it. And that's why this guy should leave Islam and become a Christian.